While I chat. Good morning. Good morning, Dali and Christy and Mayavita and Lonzetta. Good morning. How are you? All right, I'm going to set up some flash sales. Good morning, Jesse. Jesse, what's up? Good morning. Good morning, Dave from Alberta. How's my favorite beaver nurse doing? I miss you. Hope you're doing well. Hang on. What am I doing? Do I even know what I'm doing? There I am. I'm back. Sorry. Reckless Sports Cards. Good morning. Good morning, Dave from Alberta. How are things? Christy, hello again. Pyrex with Bex. Good morning. Anna Zuck. Good morning. I'm gonna do some flash sales. So weekly bundling. I just want to kind of give you an update. Yesterday was my first show with the new feature that's being tested out by Whatnot on weekly bundling. And I had 8 shipments, 8 different buyers. One person was a local pickup. 2 people wanted their shipment right away, and the rest are waiting. The rest, actually, no. There were 9. 2 people, 1 pickup, 2 that are shipping out today, and then the rest, 6 people are in have an open box. So if you're not familiar with it, it's a feature that's being tested in Canada right now with a small group of sellers, and I beg to be part of it. And it is where the box stays open for an entire week. So from Monday morning to Sunday at midnight, every show that you do, your buyers can just keep adding to their box, as opposed to you finish a show, the box closes, and then you do another show the next day and they got to buy another box, right? I can't tell you how many times I've done like 3 shows in a row and ended up with 3 boxes for one person. So this is awesome. This also avoids some of the against guidelines cheating that some sellers are doing, where they're saying select local pickup and then I'll ship it to you later, I'll mail it to you later. That opens up the possibility, not that I'm saying that these sellers are fraudulent, I'm just saying it opens up the possibility for other people to do the same thing and be fraudulent. Yeah, so I think that it has great potential. I will caution this one thing. I decided that for this first week, I would use Whatnot's shipping profiles. So yesterday's show used Whatnot's shipping profiles. But the default box size remains at 13 by 13 by 13 centimeters, which for my American friends is a 5-inch box. My stuff doesn't always fit in a 5-inch box. And I'm going to be doing all my regular shows this week to truly test it. So it's going to cost me money, because I can guarantee you that I'm going to use up my 5 free shipping adjustments before I even close my weekly bundles. And then on Monday, when I do my shipping of the Sunday at midnight close, I guarantee you I'm going to have all of those boxes are going to be shipping adjustments, because the box size is 13 centimeters, which is I did 2 shipments today. Neither one of them was 13 centimeters. Was it a huge amount of money? That was the now we get 5 free shipping adjustments per week. Was it a huge amount of money? No. We're talking about $3.60 and $2.60, which was free because Whatnot covered that. And the next 3 ones that I have to do a shipping adjustment will be free from Whatnot. But by the time I get to Monday, Angie says I just paid over $10 for a shipment. Glad it was covered. Yeah. So mine aren't gonna be covered because they're gonna be super heavy, and I'm gonna use up my shipping adjustments. But that's okay. Keep buying from me. Please buy from me, because that's the only way I'm gonna pay for these shipping adjustments. So don't hesitate to buy from me. I'm just giving a warning. I'm going to be strongly recommending, dear Whatnot, I love you, but you need to fix this. You need to fix our default box size, because it's just going to end up with Whatnot is going to have all these shipping adjustments that they're going to have to pay for, right? Like everyone who uses weekly bundling is going to use up those 5 free shipping adjustments. Number 2, so Going up a weight category or two did not cover it. No, Dave. No, I was like, I was punching above the weight, and it still did not cover it. Nope. In fact, I like did I like I tested. So I would like do it at the correct weight and see if there was a change in price. I would do it at a much lower weight and see if there was a change in price, and I would go higher. And no, because one box was 16 by 16 by 8. So yeah, it is like, and it just depends. I had a lot of Ontario buyers, so they were paying really like 871 for their first item shipping, and so it really dinged it. It's owie. It just feels owie. I know it's no it, like it's a cost of doing business, right? So I have to think of it that way. But at the same time, I definitely, if they're not going to switch their box size, I'm going to go to custom shipping profile. I'm going to have to. So sorry, Dave. I'm sure I can do something where we bundle afterwards into like another bundle, and I put it in the buy it now or something if you really want something. Yeah. So good morning, everybody. Welcome in. That's my update. I'm going to be doing yeah, exactly, Dave. If everyone, because Dave from Alberta lives in some wonky little area of maybe Alberta, possibly Alberta, where for some reason the custom shipping profiles make it way too expensive. But if I use the regular shipping profiles, it's artificially, I guess it's artificially inexpensive. Um, yeah, I don't know why either. I don't know why it doesn't change for everybody else. That too. Um, Debbie, liking this is I've never sent a box 13 by 13 by 13, always bigger. So, my friends, if you agree that the default box size should be bigger, you know what to do. Contact Whatnot. Magnus by Marika says, so end result is charge more for items that don't fit in a 5 by 5 by 5 inch box, especially if you have a rewards code. Yeah, that is definitely an option. Joyous 30s, I'm pretty new, I don't know how to do bundles. Is that just selling many items at one cost? That's one way of doing it. So I can just say I have this, someone says I want that and that, and you put it together in a bundle, and then you quickly create an item and say, you know, bundle for Joyous and $10, and then you put it in your buy it now, or you can run it as an auction, because there might be other people that are interested in the same bundle as you. And then if you win it, that's one way. And bundles are great. Bundling is great in general because for every item you sell and Whatnot, there's a 30-cent payment processing fee, as well as the other payment processing fee and the commission, right? So 30 cents adds up. If you bundle 5 things together, that's only 30 cents for that one item, as opposed to 30 times 5. So you're saving yourself $1.20. So that's worth it. But for some people, it is harder to get to 1,000. But to be honest, Rebecca, if someone says to you, will you bundle this? Just say yes, because you will get to 1,000, because that customer is going to come back and buy from you again because they're happy. I think I've seen people who say I'm not bundling because I'm trying to get it to 1,000. They just lose customers. It's a way to lose customers, in my opinion. I've seen a lot of people say I'm not coming back. So yeah, 1,000 takes as long as it's going to take. The more consistent you are and Whatnot, the more you sell, the quicker you'll get there. Angie says I bundle a lot, and the 1,000 is good for the basically you're aiming for instant payout is why you do it. But I'm not in a rush, so it happens when it does. Yeah. So for me, I was just over a year. I think it was May or June. I don't know. Time Hop Treasures was the one who was my 1,000th sale. I think it was just over a year before I got there. Now I wasn't selling on a regular basis. There are other people who get there. Yeah, there you are, Time Hop. Yeah, I think it was May or June of 2024. I'm trying to remember, but you were my 1,000th sale. And so it took me over a year, but I wasn't pushing it, and I wasn't doing regular shows. If you do regular shows, it adds up really quickly. It adds up really, really quickly. And instant payout's great, but if you do consistent shows on a regular basis, you're basically able to do a payout every other week, just like you would a paycheck. Any other perks besides the instant payout? No, there's no other perks for reaching 1,000 other than the instant payout. Thank you, Christy. Um, I'm just going to slow things down a tad. Hang on. Just because the screen is going so fast, I'm going to do a non-announcement announcement. Hang on. Announce nothing. Send. Oh, announce. Hello. Okay. It's making me want to say something. There. All right. Okay. Oh, I forgot to do this. Pin. There we go. I forgot how many minutes in am I? And I'm finally yeah. But Joyce, you will find that you'll get it like a schedule. Angela, do I have to provide my SIN to get a payout? Is this new? What's the deal with this? So yes, if you didn't sign up for Stripe and give them your SIN number, your social insurance number, or your business identification number, depending on how you signed up, for most of us, social insurance number, if you didn't do that when you signed up for Stripe through Whatnot for your payouts, then you will have to add that. It's really simple to do. And the reason for it is that Revenue Canada has changed the requirements for online platforms that do selling, like the Bay and Whatnot. So Whatnot is just following, and Stripe are just following regulations. So I think it's Stripe that's the one that's being regulated. So what you have to do, I think PayPal has to do the same thing as well. So what you need to do is go to seller.whatnot.com. Go to your thank you, Angie. So seller.whatnot.com. Go to financials. Under financials, one of the selections is payouts, or it's also in the tab up above. So you select payouts. And then, hey, Xander. And then on the right-hand side, there'll be a box. There'll be two boxes. One box is like, here's your payouts coming. And then the other box is going to be edit. It's going to be like payout settings, and then just below your banking information, it's going to say edit. I think it says edit. I just posted it on Insta. Hang on. I just posted on Insta. Select payouts. On the right box will say payout options. Select edit payout settings. Sign in, and then Stripe will ask you for your social insurance number. It is secure and safe. They're basically a payout system to your bank, right? So they're connecting with your bank. Verify everything else. They'll give you that screen. You enter in your social insurance number. It'll take you to the continue. You'll go to the next screen. And when you get to the next screen, just go through everything and make sure everything's up to date. Is your contact information, your address up to date? Check all of that stuff. Make sure it's up to date. Then you can hit save. Can we really use Apple Pay to make purchases? Because I can't figure out how to. I've never tried, to be honest, TimeHop. I would suggest going to help.whatnot.com. They should be able to show you how to do it on there. Help.whatnot.com. If you signed up for payouts with your business, then you already gave them your business number. It's probably a good idea to go back in there, just go to that edit payout settings, and just make sure that all the information on Stripe is up to date if anything's changed in the last year. Because they need to, and you can actually go now into your financials and go to there'll be a reporting section under the financials under seller.whatnot.com. You go there, you can actually at least my annual report for 2025 is available. And I sold less than 2024 because I was doing mostly chat shows. So I did, a chat show almost every single day last year. So I didn't sell as much as I should have. So that's it. Interestingly enough, too, my tips were only $1 more than 2024, which I found really interesting. So if anyone's thinking, I'll do community chat shows because I can make money this way. No, you can't. This is a chat show. This is a chat show, Joyce. This is a community chat show where I answer questions. I chat instead of sell. Although this morning, this morning I'm going to do some flash sales, and I'm going to show you how to do flash sales. Um, yeah, so community chat shows, community support shows, whatever you want to call them. So I apologize, it's my Android phone. It is a little beat up, so you will see that you can't see all of the stuff on the screen because it's beat up. I'm going to be doing some flash sales, which are really easy to do. I'm going to do flash sales on, I think I've made more in the last couple of weeks than I did all last year. But that's awesome, Time Hop. Keep it going. Keep it up. You're doing great. I think one of the things that really is working for you is that you're in other people's shows and you're being cheerleaders for other people's shows, and then they in turn are being cheerleaders for you, right? So that is amazing, Time Hop. Okay, so these Canada flags. So I need to search for flag. There it is, pin. Okay, so I've got it pinned. See the triple dots here? I'm going to click on that triple dots and I'm going to hit start flash sale down here. There we go. Now I have a flash sale going for, oh, you know what? 5 minutes on that one. Okay, so there you go. Flash sale on these. Quantity 4. Yeah, I got 4. I got at least 4. So I'm just going to start doing a whole bunch of flash sales. Every few minutes, I'm going to shut up and do some flash sales. All right, let's see if this one's in here. I have like a library card catalog. Yeah, it's a library card catalog. Anyways, so it's an old one from the Coburg Library. And I have like divided all the pins that I have in my Buy It Now into by alphabetical order so that I can quickly go and find the pin that I need. So I basically grabbed the end of the alphabet. I grabbed all the ones at the end of the alphabet. Is there, I'm just going to say there's one because I can only see one right now. There might be two, but to be on the safe side, flash sale, percentage off, 40% off. Yes, 40% off for 5 minutes. All right, so you can actually edit in the item. You can edit in the item. So you go to the item that you want to create a flash sale. You turn on flash sale, and then you can select percentage off or dollar off. I like percentage off. And then I'm doing 40% off for this one. And then you can select how long it's going to be for. So for me, oh, it says weekly. It says weekly bundling below for your sales. Oh, that's good because I guess you've got it turned on. That's awesome. I love that. Yeah. So if you don't know, weekly bundling is a new feature. Go to the wallet, to your wallet right now. And if you toggle that on, it means that anything you buy throughout the week with me goes in one box. You don't have to, if you want to buy something in only one thing in one show and then two things in another show, it'll all just be under one money. Like you don't have to pay for a new box every single show. So you're going to save a ton of money. And you can sort of buy with abandon because you won't have to worry. A lot of people are like, I don't want to buy, I just want one thing in this show, so I'm just not going to buy it because it's going to cost me. But now you don't have to worry about that. Okay, and 40% off, save changes, start flash sale. And then I can from here on my phone, I can hit start flash sale. And then boom, the woof pin is going right now. It says woof. It says woof. Okay. So Joyce, yeah. So you could create an item. So if I wanted to, I could create a new item in the Buy It Now, just with that, just with the plus sign, I could create a new item. Look at all those eggs. So I could create a new item on the fly. I could say, I'm going to do this, and then I'll put it in the Buy It Now, and then I'll also put it on flash sale. You can totally do that as well. But if you already have things in your Buy It Now, or when you're creating things for your Buy It Now, you can create flash sale as well. Here's the one thing that I want to say to you. Hang on, let's pull another one up. That one's not very. There it is, pin, done. Okay, This one actually has a little bit of a misprint, so I'm gonna really deep discount this. So I've got this one pinned. I'm gonna go to edit, and I'm going to go and create a flash sale for this. So I'm gonna turn on flash sale, and that's the thing. It's only worth it if you buy multiple cheap items or something more expensive. Exactly, Christy. This way, with the open box, as I would like to call it, the weekly open box, everything will get bundled into that open box, and you don't have to think, oh my gosh, this is going to cost me $14 to get it shipped to me. It's only just one thing. No, it's a whole bunch of things. Okay, so the percentage off is going to be 70% off. 70% off for, because this one's got a, actually, can I go higher than 70? I cannot go higher than 70. Interesting. 5 minutes. And then here's the thing is, if this didn't sell and I didn't turn this on, then afterwards, this would not be available to purchase at full price. So I'm not going to turn that on because I'm going to just sail this one out the door, I hope. But you can turn on this, and then afterwards, if you're not running a flash sale and you've got another show, it can still be purchased at full price. If you don't have that, then after the flash sale is over, this item isn't, you can't buy this unless it's running as a flash sale. With Dear Whatnot, it should be the other way around, that you opt in to having it only as a flash sale, not that you have to opt out. That's just my opinion. Okay, save changes. All right, so this pin does have condition issues. See, in the middle of like, and then problem is a little, there's a problem here. There's a problem with this one. That sounds like a you problem. I'm just going to start that flash sale now. You can't go below $1 in price. Oh, that's true. Yeah, that makes total sense. I'm glad you're here. I have a ton of these. You are safe to be around me, so I'm going to do these ones too. So Amy, hi, how are you? Welcome in, everybody. Thanks for joining. If you're Canadian, you can turn, if you go to your wallet over here, you can turn on weekly bundling, and that way anything you buy from me throughout this week until Sunday at midnight will all go in one box. Even stuff from my marketplace, even from my store. I'm just so just catching up. I'm catching up. Website. Sorry, I missed that. So if you do have a question, let me know. I will. Does toggle, there we go. Does toggle on the weekly bundles from buying from your show yesterday's buying still allow the weekly bundles to work? So ALR, the you have to turn it on during the show. If you purchase in a previous show like yesterday and then you buy from me today, it's not going to bundle those with today's, because it assumes that you didn't want it bundled because you didn't turn it on. But if you turn it on today, then anything from now until Sunday will be bundled together. Yeah, so it's already that's the way it works. So if somebody buys one thing in a show and then they turn on, in the same show, they turn on weekly bundling and buy a second thing, then it will bundle the first thing in with the second thing. It will add that to the weekly bundle. But if it's from one show to another, and you didn't turn on weekly bundling until the second show, yes, it's still in beta. This is like the second week of the beta. So it is very brand new. And this is my first week testing it. So it will give it a few weeks before they roll it out across Canada, because they need to make sure they get all the bugs out of it before everybody starts using it, right? And then they'll give us more information. They'll give you a whole list of how it works and everything else. If you want to learn in advance, like box size, the box size is going to be a huge issue. In my personal opinion, in my humble opinion, it's going to be a huge issue. So definitely definitely I'm going to be messaging about that today in my spare time. which, oh, that reminds me. Oh no, I'll be done. I'm gonna, oh, better. Morning. Hang on a second. I have to message my friend. Um, Send. Okay. Sent. All right. Back we go. All right. I'm going to do a flash sale again. If, hello, touched by autism. If a seller cancels a buyer's item that they purchase, what are the consequences? So if a seller buys, from your show, I mean, if a buyer buys from your show and then you, the seller, cancel it, it will be counted towards the number of cancellations that you've done. If you have a lot of cancellations, Whatnot will penalize you. They'll send you a warning usually. They may say, we're going to up your commission, or you're not going to be as discoverable for a while. They do not want sellers to do cancellations if it can be avoided. If a buyer requests a cancellation and you as a seller accept that buyer's cancellation, that doesn't count against you. It's when you, the seller, cancel on a buyer. And it's because they don't want people in like trading card games who are doing, or who are breaking open packs, right? If they break open a pack and there's a $15,000 card in there and they cancel that order, there goes the trust on Whatnot, right? Which buyer is going to trust on Whatnot that, when they get a break open of a pack? So that is why they don't want sellers canceling orders unless there's a good reason. And I mean, there's reasons. Like, I've had to cancel orders because I literally dropped it on the floor and it broke into a million pieces. I obviously can't ship that, so that dings against me. And I hate doing that, but sometimes it happens. In fact, one buyer, it happened twice. Twice. I had things that, one time it was that a piece was missing, and another time I had to cancel because I broke it. I My hand went like this, and next thing you know, it was on the floor in a million pieces. And I felt so bad. And of course, Murphy's Law, it's going to be the person that I already had another issue with. I don't have issues very often. When I do, it comes in waves. Your search. Okay. Pin. All right. I'm going to do a flash sale on these ones. I'm going to do a 50% off. But there are times when you're going to have to do a cancellation. But try to avoid it as much as possible. All right. I'm going to edit this. So I'm going to make sure that my flash sale is lower than what I'm guessing. Yeah, I only had it at 30%. I'm going to do 50% off. Not for an hour. Holy cow. For half an hour. There we go. Save changes. I had a buyer request to cancel because she was bidding on something else. I accepted the cancellation for her. That's why um you had a big shipping adjustment, didn't you? Because it was her first purchase. Yeah, so that's another thing. There was a trend for a while, and I'm going to say, do not do this as a buyer, because Whatnot also, if the buyer is constantly requesting cancellations, Whatnot can also suspend your account. Yeah, there was a thing where people were buying their first item, and then canceling that first item. And whenever you cancel an item, whatever the shipping was that was paid on that item gets returned to them, even if it was their first item and they bought 6 other things. So there will be a shipping adjustment on you. So in those cases, I would recommend that you say that in most cases, unless there's a really good reason, you say no to those cancellations, because you are going to end up paying to ship the rest of the stuff to them if they only cancel one part of the order. I just updated my Stripe. It seemed to work. Was I supposed to get an email to confirm? I don't think so. I don't know. I didn't check my email to see when I updated. I went in and checked and updated, and it was fine. All right. I'm going to run this. I've got 10 of these. They say you're safe to be around me. You're safe to be you around me. How can we tell if there's a shipping adjustment? Where is it shown? Crazy Big Lady, it's when you go to finish your shipping and you edit your label to say the dimensions and the weight, and you hit save changes. Before you hit save changes, it will tell you what your shipping adjustment is going to be, and usually it will say 0 because you get 5 free shipping adjustments. They do not send an email when they do cash outs. No, there is no email that they send out when you cash out. You just see it in your bank account. You'll be able to see the information on your financials. If you go to seller.whatnot.com, you'll be able to see what payouts you've requested on what date in your financials. All right, so I'm going to start the flash sale on this one. Start flash sale. 50% off on these ones. That's not 50% off. Son of a nutcracker. Was supposed to be 50% off. I swear to God, I thought I saved it. Clearly, I was not paying attention. Let's do another one. Let's do another one. Hey, Donna. Oh, Donna. There will always be someone. Ooh. All right. I like this one. I like these. I like these ones. I like these sayings. There. Done. Pin. Okay. This one says, there will always be someone who doesn't see your worth. Don't let it be you. What type of pin? These are all these kind. Oh gosh. I'm flash sailing all of my pins and such. Not all of them. I'm doing a selection. All right, let me just edit. Flash sale percentage off is going to be 40% off, available for full price, and 10 minutes. Save changes. There we go. Start flash sale. So this one is running now. There will always be, that's going to be running as a flash sale. I'm just having fun. I'm clearing it all out. What else do I have? This I should be wearing all the time. Well, 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 if it isn't the consequences of my own executive dysfunction. Yep. Oh dear. Done. Oh no, I don't even have that one in here. Okay. Gonna have to wait for that one. That's interesting. You. Don't. Oh, there we go. Pin. All right. You need that one for the Legion. Would we select the pins we want to buy? You just buy them. You just go into the buy it now and you can just purchase whichever ones you want. Stamp Pickers, what's up? But yeah, I'm just gonna do each one that I'm gonna do today. I'm not doing all of them as a flash sale. I'm doing some of them as a flash sale today because I'm just going through one drawer at a time. Percentage off. Good morning. How are you, Stamp Pickers? How is life? Available for full price, not 30 seconds. 30 minutes. Save changes. So feel free to share your shows and ask your questions. I am just trying to do things as I go. What happened to it? Oh, it's already there. That's why. I'm on mute, but I can no worries. No worries. Don't worry about it. All good. Sold one. Yay! Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your purchase. I was looking away, wasn't I? Thank you, ALR. That's coming to you. You don't have to be crazy to work here, but we can train you, which is what I'm trying to do. Oh, tell your dog I said hi. Do I have this one in here? If I can spell. Tell. Nope, I do not have that one in there. Next. Have to look to see. When life sucks, pet a dog. Oh, that's a good idea. I agree. Nope, that one's not also is also not in here. I have a feeling a bunch are not going to be in here. I may have not made it all that way. I added some new shows regarding handmade crafts from the She Shed. Awesome. Everyone follow and bookmark Debbie liking this. She's got new handmade craft shows from her She Shed. I love it. I love that. I love seeing what people make. Oh, shoot. That's why. I was looking in the wrong spot. Pin. All right. Edit. So we should, yeah, toggle on weekly bundling, and as long as you keep weekly bundling on, then you if you turn on weekly bundling now, then everything you buy from me from now until Sunday night will all be bundled into one box for you, so you'll save money on shipping. You won't have to pay again for shipping until Monday. I mean, you'll pay a little bit for each item as the weight adds to the box, like, but you won't pay that first initial like $8.71. That is that you don't have to worry about. All right, 40% off for 4 minutes. Save changes. Do the customers have to toggle it on every show? No, once they toggle it on, it will stay on. And the only thing is if you turn it off for someone else's show, when you come back to my show, you have to turn it back on again, or the system assumes that you want that stuff sooner than being shipped out on Monday. Ooh, Angie's This and That has a show tomorrow with randoms and Wades, providing life doesn't get in the way. So ALR, go down here to the wallet, and you'll see it'll be a big thing that says weekly bundling. Just turn that on, and when it goes green, then you know. Valentine Raid Train happening January 30th. Bookmark EastEnder resales, Shop with Danny, Prairie Nights, Bead Kind DIY, and Magnets by Marika. That's awesome. Okay, start flash sale. It is not available for all sellers now. No, it's in beta, so weekly bundling is not available. Yeah, and your address does need to be a Canadian address for it to work. All right, Troublemaker is running now. Let's see if I can find this other one that I thought I didn't have in here. There we go. Pin. I'm having some fun. Feel free while I'm doing this, ask your questions, share your shows. I want to hear about what's going on. Because that's what I'm here for, basically. When life sucks, pet a dog. Start flash sale. When life sucks, pet a dog. That one's up now. Oh, I like this one a lot. This is a really good one. Oh, come on. I wish there was a way that you could just select a whole bunch, which we did actually ask Whatnot for in our community group meeting. We did ask one of the sellers, and we all agreed that it would be great if you could select a whole bunch of them and set them all off as flash sales instead of having to do this one at a time, because it is ABM. There it is. Pin. You're not too old. I love this one. You're not too old, and it's not too late. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love this one. Okay. Percentage off. 40% off. Start flash sale. You're supposed to pin. Yes. Pin, talk about it, and flash. Patches of Time. Hello. How are you? Time Hop. Friday show. Her Friday show is going to be 4 p.m. Mountain Time, mixed vintage. She's working towards her 1,000 sales. So exciting. Ooh, this one from Captain Jack Sparrow. I like this one. I hope this one's in here. Problem. Yeah, here it is. This one is the problem is not the problem. The problem is your attitude about the problem. Captain Jack Sparrow. I think Kelly Irish says, I think we need more raid trains. I've tried several times to get in. but can't, and the times are not great for the West. Yes, I know someone needs to do it. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. A lot of the times, when I used to do raid trains, I had it going until midnight Eastern Standard Time, which I know is still like not late at night. So the more people from the West who can do, even if you do short raid trains, like do only the evening, right? Do the only the evening, do it in your time zone and do only the evening. Yeah, Magnus Rika is doing a short one. That's smart. Don't push it too far because you're going to be the one who has to possibly jump in and cover for a raid train, for someone in the raid train. So it is smart to not overtax yourself. I highly recommend a short one. Do like 5 people, 5 people, and start with that way, and then work yourself up. Vintiquity's trains, they get filled up pretty fast because everybody knows that she's good at doing raid trains, and so they want to be on her raid trains. So it just takes time to build that that base, right? Like when I started doing my thrift to gift raid trains, I did a lot of marketing, a ton of marketing to get a ton of people into my raid trains right from the beginning. I did like a month worth of marketing to push ahead of that raid train sign up so that I could run. It was way too much. It was way too much. There are a lot of raid trains in the States. There are not a lot of raid trains in Canada, but that will change as people get comfortable doing raid trains. Just remember to not do it on your own. Have a partner. Even if that partner is just kind of there to support you a little bit and do little bits, figure it out how to work together. So, like Melody and Nuria Vintiquity are doing an ephemera raid train. They're doing it together and kind of like sharing the workload. Angie says there is a twist happening for the family fashion raid train in February. If you want to sign up, send me a direct message. So yeah, Angie's got a raid train. But vintage buyback Kelly Irish, there's a twist. So message her anyways, because it'll actually, I think you'll be fine. I think you'll actually be fine. She's got a twist. Yeah, there's a twist. Secret twist. I mean, if Angie, if you want to say what the twist is. Megahertz, good morning. How's my favorite panda? If you aren't following Megahertz, you need to. Yesterday's show, I only got a little bit of it. I didn't get the full runway part, but I did get to see part of it. Was so much fun. You are just such a sweetheart. I'd adopt you if I could. You're just such a sweetheart. And that was a great show. So good morning. You did really well. It's no wonder. Like, okay, let me just look for a second here. Like, if you want to know how to become a successful seller on Whatnot, view profile, Megahertz, 5.9K sold. Right? How long have you been doing this, Megahertz? 5.0 rating, only 3,000 followers, proving you do not need a cajillion followers in order to sell 5.9 thousand items. 5,900 items. Right? So, since the app started in Canada, yeah, but still, you compare that to other people who've been on here since Canada, since the app started in Canada, still not that many, not that many people. So, you can get there without having a ton of followers. 3,000 followers is a great number. It's an absolute great number. So, okay. So the problem with the problem, I've got that one done. Oh dear. Okay. I love these sequined shirts, with all the bling on them, but then it gets caught. It gets caught on each other, and then I can't move. Sandra says, I'm still trying to find the free spreadsheets. I think I may be complete untagged. Can you tell me or maybe show me which free spreadsheets do you mean for doing your own uploads? Is that the one you mean? Let me know what exactly you mean. That'll help me out. Oh, my goals stuff. Oh, my free goals. Yeah, let me just pin that for you. Hang on. Do I have it in here? Yeah, there we go. So if you send me a direct message, Sandra, I will send you a link that's to our and anybody else who wants to send me a direct message. I will send you a link to the invitation for our July 1st event. It's not a raid train, it's an event, but we have a July 1st Canada Day event. And in that description of the July 1st Canada Day event, it are links to all the things that people ask me for links for. So that's another way that you can get it, is to direct message me. Otherwise, you can look down here, free resources. That you can use the QR code, or there's also the link is written. It's also in my bio as well. And it's in the show notes. Show notes down here, bio up there. So, but yeah. Angie says it was fun last night, but I had a cranky baby, her grandbaby. That's awesome. Okay, let me just pull up another one. I'm starving now. You're done. To find it. Where is it? Is it even in? Oh, there it is. Pin. I love this one. It says your life, this moment. So there's your life. There's this moment in time. Flash sale. Run this flash sale. 40% off for 15 minutes. Start flash sale. All right. I really like that one. This is your life. This is this moment. A moment like this, exactly. Let me see if this one's in here. I'm gonna just switch to questions just in case. So if you have a question for me or you want me to read something out, I've just edited my screen that's in front of my face, so I only see things that have questions. So just put a question mark beside what you want me to read, including sharing your shows, which is good practice anyways, to use the question mark, because then when you're in other shows where people say feel free to share your shows, then you can do so. I'm going to run this as a flash sale as well. 40% off for oh my gosh, 10 minutes. Start flash sale. All right, I got this one too. Tell your dog I said hi. Tell your dog I said hi. See if this one's in here. I couldn't see it before, but maybe I wasn't looking right. No, it's not in here. Okay. Thank you, Megahertz. You're so sweet. Why don't I have you modded? Boop. Oh, this one isn't in here either. I wonder if I didn't go to the second page. I have a feeling I didn't go to the second page of my pins, and that's why not everything's in here. Does anyone have any questions for me? Or if you want to share your shows, feel free to. I don't have anything to update you on, really, at this point. But, you know, other than if you, there, pin. Other than if you haven't already, go to your seller.whatnot.com, go to your financials, go to your payouts, go to edit payout options or something like that. Anyways, update payout options. Click on that and just make sure that everything is up to date. And that you've got your SIN number in there. If you don't remember putting your SIN number in, it's best to just go in and double check, because otherwise it will delay your next payout. If you try to withdraw, it will prompt you. It didn't prompt me earlier this month, or like earlier last week. It didn't prompt me. It just like kicked me out. So I clearly had done the Stripe way too early on in the process. And so it hadn't asked for my SIN number yet. So I did have to go in and edit that. So if for some people it will prompt you, and then it might not prompt you. So the best thing to do is just to go in and do it now while you got some time. Yeah. If you work under a business, HighQ Gems, you just put in your business identification number. So it depends on how you set up your payouts. Then you don't have to put in your social insurance number, as far as I know. It would be under your BIN. What is con number? SIN number? SIN in Canada, your SIN number is your social insurance number, which everybody has in order to have a bank account or, you know, rent, to get a loan or work. And Haiku Gem says, is there a known timeline for weekly shipping? No known timeline for when weekly bundling will be rolled out to everybody. They're only in their second week, so give them some time to make sure that they've gotten all the bugs dealt with. Magnus by Marika says, on Friday 3 to 5 p.m. sellers and buyers can come hang out, get more bookmarks, share your news with all present. Awesome. On Friday morning, it is the wonderful Melody and I. Melody, say hi if you're in the room. Is the wonderful Melody and I are doing Fashion Fridays starting at 10 a.m. And our guest this week is Duchess Vintage. So Duchess Vintage will be with us on Fashion Fridays. So I'll be starting it off at 10 a.m., then bringing Duchess Vintage in for a co-host chat about selling on Whatnot. And then we're going to raid into the wonderful Melody, who is going to continue the conversation with Duchess Vintage. If you hit all requirements, is the premier status automatic, or do you get reviewed by category? So Haiku Gems, if you hit all the requirements for premier status, you'll my recommendation is as you get closer to premier status, keep checking in to see where your metrics are and what needs to be improved. Because a lot of people are surprised. They think, oh, I got to 50,000 or I got to 30, I got to the amount and that I'm perfectly fine. 11 a.m. this week. Are we starting at 11 a.m. this week? 11 a.m. for you. Still 10 a.m. for me, I hope. Or are we switching it? You let me know. Anyways, I'll fix it if we need to. So if you think you're getting close to premier status, which is for sellers who sell like a lot. Okay. Perfect. Send me a message afterwards just to clarify if you wouldn't mind. Thank you, Melody. So what you want to do is just go in and check. If you can go on your phone, or you can go to seller.whatnot.com and you'll find the premier shop status, and that will give you updates on like where you may have issues in the metrics, like quality of listing and that sort of thing. Then the staff, it's not like it like turns on like that. It is a review that happens monthly. Staff actually go in and double check that everything is correct before the premier status, before you get your wings. So it is actually reviewed by a human. It's not just an automatic thing via the computer. The robot doesn't decide, a human decides, and they will review things. And then there's extra perks for that. If you want to learn more about that, you can go to help.whatnot.com. Thank you, Melody. Yes, everyone, if you are if you want to purchase from me and you want to save on shipping, because I'm going to be doing shows all throughout this week and selling things. This way, if you want to buy just like a pin today and then buy something else in my next show tomorrow, etc., then you won't have to worry about paying for the full price for shipping in every single one of my shows. Your box will stay open. It's like a weekly open box, and at the end of the week on Sunday night, all my boxes close, and then I will ship out to you on Monday. So you wait a little bit for your package, but at the same time, you get to save a lot of money on shipping from one show to the next. And my goal is to start selling more on Whatnot and basically be on every morning selling something, even if I'm just doing flash sales during my show. Okay. Did I do connect charger? I shall connect the charger. Oopsie doopsies. You're not going to like this charger, though, phone. It's not the best charger in the world. Oh, I dropped it. Oh, I dropped it again. So I'm going to switch back. So I feel like I'm missing stuff. East Coast Island Boutique. Sorry, I didn't see the question mark. Do your raid trains only cross Canada, or can we get on board? East Coast Island Boutique, some of the raid trains are Canadian only. Others are open to everybody. The only caution that I would have about right now joining cross-border raid trains is that because the de minimis exemption was removed and shipping from The United States to Canada is very expensive, even without the de minimis issues on the other side. Because of the de minimis thing, if when you raid into, if you were a US seller raiding into the next person who's a Canadian seller, and most of your audience is US based, you're going to have a lot of dropouts into the next show. And also, when people rate into you from Canada right now, if they see the shipping, they may leave. So that's my only caution. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying think in the back of your mind that you're sort of. Um, I would pick raid trains that are very specific to what you want to sell. So like clothing, that would make sense. Um, if you're in higher end clothing, handmade jewelry, that sort of thing. You can join East Coast Island Boutique. You join our Discord and get involved in the conversation, so you can find out about raid trains. And there's only one raid train. Christy M says, as soon as I saw US shipping, I was out. So expensive. Yeah, it's like $24 now. $24 for even like a lightweight thing. That's $24 US, which is a lot of money to us. Like add 30% onto that. That's what we see. East Coast Island Boutique says we could do the bundle shipping you were speaking of. So the weekly bundle shipping is not available outside of Canada right now. In fact, it's available right now to all sellers and buyers in Australia, Germany, and Austria, and is currently being tested in the UK and Canada with a limited number of sellers. I'm lucky to be one of those sellers that is testing it out for Whatnot. And so but you could do bundles for people, which is different. So this is why I think that's why I like to say it's weekly open box as opposed to weekly bundling, but it's called weekly bundling by Whatnot. But you could say you were doing clothing, and a buyer from Canada said your shipping's really high, and you said, you know what, I can do a whole bunch of stuff, and I'll just put it, like, we'll do a bundle. And then you could bundle up a bunch of things for them and say, okay, these 10 things, X number of dollars. And then it's a little bit less painful for them sometimes. Or you can say buy in bulk, and then it makes more sense, because once they've purchased their first piece of shipping, their one thing that goes, that they've broken the box, is what I call it. They paid for the box. Once you pay for the box and Whatnot, your next item in is so much cheaper. So it's a bit of an education, but it is a huge sticker shock. As you can imagine, if any of your US buyers were to come into your show and see like $24, or for Christy, it says $36 for shipping to her, that's, obviously you'd lose a lot of people just from that. So that's my only caution. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying to be aware. Whatnot. There we go. All right. Did I already flash sale this? I can't remember. I didn't get around to it. I was too busy talking. 4 minutes. Okay. Flash sailing this as well. You become what you believe. Flash sailing that. Ooh, this one's nice. These are some happy ones. Where's my subversive ones? I thought I had more subversive ones, but clearly not. Pin. All right, I'm gonna. Thanks, Joyous. Have a wonderful day. Hey, Millicent, how are you? Good morning. Thank you, Millicent. Yes, and eventually, for my American friends in the room, eventually weekly bundling will come, I'm sure. Because but they're rolling it out in countries with a smaller number of sellers in order to test it out before because what is it, like 85% of all users on Whatnot are from the States right now. That's, that number's shrinking, but it still is quite a high number of for people are from the US. So they want to test it out elsewhere before they bring it to the United States. Which I think makes total sense. I did it again. No, 40% off. 5 minutes. Let's start flash sale. Okay, I'm doing this one as well. The best is yet to come. The best is yet to come. And I have the audacity to believe. The audacity. I love this one. Did I already start the flash sale? I did. Why is it showing me the flash sale again? The best is yet to come. Oops. The audacity. Done. Pin. There we go. So feel free to ask a question and share your shows. I'm just having some fun doing some flash sales while I chat with you. Hey, oi. No barking. Do you want to come say hi? Loki? Nope. Romeo, do you want to come say hi? Nope. Daddy must be outside. That's why. My American friends, did you have a good Martin Luther King Day? Is it still a holiday? Please tell me it's still a holiday. I can't remember. I remember last year something happened around it, but I can't remember what the announcement was. But I hope you had a good Martin Luther King Jr. Day. The Audacity is running his flash sale now. It is still a holiday. Okay. Draz says, hey Draz, they're interviewing the CEO on Whatnot Sellers tomorrow. It's what's happening on Whatnot 2026. Should be interesting. Yes. Have you so that's Grant, right? Grant's coming on, not Logan. I think it's Grant. Angie says, who all else had another snow day today like we did? Hi, Shelly. Oh yeah, Timeless Treasures is in the house. Hello, Shelly. Welcome in. It will be available. It will be available to view on YouTube later on. It usually takes a couple of days for them to load it onto YouTube. Interviewing Grant, so awesome. Logan's the Canadian, so I'm partial to Logan. Am I already that's already running? I love this one too. Thrifting. So yeah, definitely I will be running a show in the morning, and then I will raid into Whatnot Sellers. Millicent says, 1 year ago today, I downloaded a new app. Whatnot has been a wild ride. Happy anniversary. Happy Whatnot anniversary, Millicent. I love it. You're such an important part of Whatnot. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you found it. I'm so glad you found Whatnot. All right. Start flash sale. Cancel. There we go. That's why. John Powell Productions, you did your first show yesterday. Congratulations. You're stuck right now. Can't get out of my driveway waiting for CAA. Oh no. For Americans, that's like AAA. It's just Canada. Canadian Automobile Association. I'm like, do I even know how to say it? I have CAA. It is worth the dollars. It is worth paying the money for CAA. All right. I have this cute little keychain. Why can't I speak English? Oh, it started the flash sale on me. I've got two of these. Thrifting is my therapy, which it is for me. I don't know if it is for you, but thrifting is definitely my therapy, which I haven't done in a while. I so haven't done in a while. When was the last time you all went thrifting? I feel like I'm going through withdrawal. So Junk Pile Productions, while you're waiting for CAA, tell us all about how your show went. And if you have any questions, because I'm sure you do. After your first show, there's always questions. Pin. This one's a Barbie movie one, The Real World. The Real World. Run his flash sale. The dogs are all losing their mind for some reason. Oh, he went out. That's why. Why is it only for 30 seconds, Kim? I don't know. Nietzsche, what's up? Oh, wait. Did it go well? Did you enjoy yourself? Or was it a little too stressful? This one's quite sweet. Ooh! Absolute Flipping Deal says, I got a vintage Greyhound bus for our thrifting bus trip. OMG. Okay, we are definitely going to have to talk more. I love that idea. Pin. This one is really sweet. It says, you don't have a soul, you are a soul. Run his flash sale. For longer than 30s. I'm just running a bunch of flash sales because I can. I'm running flash sales because I can, This one actually is a pin. It has a like a brooch back to it. A proper pin. A C.S. Lewis quote. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. You don't have a soul, you are a soul. This one. Well, apparently Rock Bottom has a basement. Let's see if I can find it in here. There it is, pin. Yep, that's it. There we go. 4 minutes. Start flash sale. Flash sales running for this one as well. And welcome in if you're just joining. Feel free to ask your question and share your shows because that's what I'm here for. Oh, there's like 2 of these. That one. Don't. Oh, sorry. I'm knocking you guys about. And if you are interested in buying anything from me, if you're in Canada, you can turn on a new feature that's being tested on Whatnot. I'm one of the few people that has it right now. It's not all over Canada yet. A few people have it. It is called thank you, Punch Toronto. It's called weekly bundling. It will eventually, hopefully, be coming to Whatnot, but not for a while. They have to test it, and as it's a weekly feature. So if you're interested, go to your wallet down here, click on the wallet, and then turn on weekly bundling. If you turn on weekly bundling, then you will see basically that down below when you're buying anything, it's going to say weekly bundling. If you've activated it, so you know that you've got weekly bundling on in my show, and in other people's shows, it'll show that there's weekly bundling. What that means is that everything you buy in all of my shows from Monday through Sunday, or from today, if you turn it on today, from today onwards until Sunday, will all stay in one box. You'll basically have an open box for the week, so you won't have to pay for multiple shipments. You will only pay a little bit after your first item in the week. You will only pay a little bit more for each weight that you add to the box. So I think it's going to be a great feature for Canada. I am very excited by it. And I'm excited. I think it's going to make a huge difference. I don't have that one in there. Yeah, world's okayest coworker. This is something you can give to your best friend at work. Yes, we definitely need a bigger box size. We desperately need a bigger box size. I know it's a cost of doing business. I just would rather it wasn't a cost of doing business. I don't want to increase my sales. How do sellers know if they have weekly bundling feature? Mia Vita, they will contact you to invite you into the beta program. So they will actually contact you. It's because they're very selective right now. They're trying it in different categories and everything. Mimic says I've been having 2-cent adjustments lately. Yeah, I wish I had 2-cent adjustments today. I did not. I did not have two cent adjustments. Kenny doesn't show up here. You will get an email. Yeah, you'll get an email invite. They'll reach out to you probably by email to ask you if you would like to participate. It is an opt-in thing. Debbie liking this, so we need to turn on bundling on each person we buy from. If you go to your profile, you can turn on weekly bundling, so it's on for everybody. But as far as I know, if you turn on weekly bundling in my show, Melody also has weekly bundling. So like on Friday, it should be on for you. I mean, who's yeah, he shows up at your house. Kenny does not show up at my house. I would love it if Kenny came to visit. He could help me organize probably. I'm gonna see if this one's in here. Yeah, it is. Pin. This one's a different type of you can be yourself with me. It's a Pride one, and it is running on flash sale as well. I'm just having fun with the flash sales today. Going through a whole pile of pins, not all the pins that I have, but a whole pile. I wonder if this is in here. Done. Pin. Oh, there's another one. So if you see a pin that you want me to run on flash sale, let me know. I'm just doing the ones that I have on hand right now. Duchess Vintage. Everyone follow Duchess Vintage. She's going to be with us on Friday for Fashion Fridays. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to chatting with you. Yay. Mimic says, I went to bingo at a pub yesterday and I won. Yes. Good job. Wake up, kick butt, repeat. Yeah, Kenny should just fix our dishes. I wish. 3 times? You won 3 times? Oh my gosh. How many people were there? Like 5? That is awesome. Oh, that's interesting. That's the second one with that. 20 people. That is really good. That's already in there. Oh, this one's a sweet one. This one's a sweet one. You are worth it. Pin. My picture sucks. Oh my gosh. The picture I took sucks. Oh well. It's going to take me an hour just to do this. Start flash sale. This one says you are worth it. You have to put them in. You are worth it. Isn't that sweet? 2 cards for every drink. 2 cards for every drink purchase. Some people had a lot of cards on the table. I guess that's one way to remember how many drinks somebody's had in the night. You only bought 1 drink. Shut the front door. That's awesome. I love it. I love it, Minix. Good morning, I Spy. I'm doing flash sales while I chat. You are the dancing queen, young and sweet, only 17. Do. You can dance. You can shine, having the time of our life. Ooh. I'll stop singing. Oh, there we go. What if you put all the pins and let people pick which? Because I've already pre-listed them, so it would just totally screw up my system if I did it that way. So everything's already pre-listed, so we're just doing it. We're doing that way. That's a great idea, and if I didn't already have them all pre-listed, I would definitely do that. Definitely. Ooh, I like this one. I like this one a lot. Well-behaved women rarely make history. There we go. Pin. I do like this one. You're a brooch girly. I mean, I guess you could like put some bling around it. Bedazzle these, and then it's like a brooch. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should do a few bedazzled pins. Take pins that I get and then bedazzle them. Yes, Megahertz needs to get the Dancing Queen. Oh my gosh, he was so much fun. You got to watch him. He's so much fun. Each win, they gave me a drink ticket, end of show, raffle tickets, bingo, lottery, scratch card, and a gift card. Shut the front door. Good for you. Well, guess what? Next time we hang out, we're definitely going bingoing. Although in downtown Toronto, is there like a bingo hall? There is no bingo hall, is there? Well-behaved women rarely make history. That is going on flash sale now too. Megahertz. I hate when I drop stuff on the floor because the floor is so far away. Oh, I like this one. This one's also a Barbie one. Pin. You guys aren't doing patriarchy very well. You guys, you're not doing patriarchy very well. Start flash sale. I haven't even. Is Time Hop still in the room? Time Hop, I still have not seen the Barbie movie. You're gonna hate me. You've still not seen it. I said I was gonna see it how long ago? I still haven't seen it. Oh, why is this missing its back? Now I have to find a back for this. Okay. Yes, there's a You Are the Dancing Queen. Where is it? It's in flash sale right now. Oh dear Lord, I can't even find it now. It's in this pile over here. Dancing queen, young and sweet, only 17. Womp womp. I feel this is like 2026. Women make history in their own ways if they bring kids. Oh, ALR. Oh, we can make history so many ways. That's just one. Womp womp. Speaking of womp womp, womp womp. Run his flash sale. Run his flash sale. Run his flash sale. We can make history by doing the right thing, by teaching. Womp womp womp. That's how I feel about 2026 so far. Is womp womp. Sherry Wynn, Darling Mook. Hello, how are you? Morgan. Welcome in. Oh, this is a good one. You're only as pretty as you treat people. You're only as pretty as you treat people. Pretty. Done. Pin. I think this one is very true. Now I want to bling all these. I want to bling all these. I want to add bling to all of them. Maybe I'll do that with a few. Maybe I'll take a few out and bling them up like crazy and then do like a blinged pin show. Kim's blinged pins. Paying it forward rather than expecting it. If you pay it forward and expect others to pay it back, you're not paying forward. You're just trying to get attention. Okay, what else can I tell you that's what naughty? What's naughty? What naughty? That's about it. There seems to be you'll watch we can watch Barbie together, Millicent. I feel like I would cry a lot. I think I would be crying a lot. I just have a feeling I'm gonna cry a lot because I have seen the highlights of it, and I think that's why I've avoided it, is because I will cry a lot. But you know what? It was a great ad for Mattel. I'm sure that it created only once or twice. I think it would be great. I just think I would feel just so frustrated that movie came out, that whole message came out, and yet here we are. Here we are where we are now. You have to watch The Voice alone. Oh. All right, your feelings are valid. I like this one too. Let's see. I'm almost at the end of all of these. I'm almost at the end of this basket. So if there is one you want me to run a flash sale on, let me know. Pin. All right, I have this one. No, I grabbed the wrong one. We are the weirdos, mister. So what is about The Voice? Is it like because people are like, living their best lives and trying something new? Is it that what makes you want to cry? I still do have my YouTube. Yeah, I still have my YouTube, and it's working now. YouTube for a while there wasn't working. At the end, from like June onward, my YouTube wasn't always working. People singing passionately makes me emotional. Aw. Then we need to do karaoke. Let's do karaoke. Okay, we have to do bingo and karaoke. Maybe we need to find a place that does bingo karaoke. Is that a thing? I'm making a thing. It's a thing now. All right. We are the weirdos, mister. That one's running now as a flash sale. Let me see if this one's believe. Done. Pin. We are what we believe we are. I like this one. 40%. 4 minutes. Run flash sale. 222. We are what we believe we are. And it's actually got a pin, like a brooch back pin, whatever you call it. Karaoke bar. Karaoke bar with balls. Oh, I like this one. This one is from, I think this one's from Monty Python. Oh, it's not in here. Maybe I just did the first part of it. I don't always type the whole thing. There it is. Thou may ingest a satchel of Richards. I believe it's from Monty Python. Gonna get rid, gonna go, what are we gonna do here? This one's kind of blingy. This one's pretty blingy. Start flash sale. Isn't that cute? It's pretty. This one's pretty. This one's broachy. It's very pretty. Thank you, Millicent. Good. Yeah. a satchel of Richards. Yes. Ooh, an MLK one. I wonder if I have it as MLK. I do. Pin. Oops. Pin. Start flash sale in honor of yesterday. Oh, it already had a flash sale set up. MLK one. Oh, and I only have one more in this box. This basket. So feel free to share your shows and ask your questions. I'm getting, you know what? This is why I should do this all at the beginning. Oh, is this one even in here? Afraid. There it is, pin. Who's afraid of little old me? And then in like mice type underneath, it says you should be. Oh, oh dear. 40% off. All right, 5 minutes. Start flash sale. All right, so feel free to ask your questions, share your shows. Tell us where you're from and what you sell, because we all love to follow each other and support each other. So please feel free to do that. And tomorrow I will be running books. I'm going to be selling books. And I still have weekly bundling. I'm testing weekly bundling for Whatnot. So if you would like to try it out as a Canadian buyer, just go to your wallet and just toggle on weekly bundling. And then anything you see that you like in my shows that you want to buy, you can do it throughout the week. Hey, Christy. You can just do it throughout the week. Your box will stay open. And so you save a lot of money on shipping throughout the week. Absolutely. Ask away, Christy. That's what I'm here for. That's really what I'm here for. Ignore all this flash sale stuff. X. Oop. There we go. Oh, I'm going to give this update. While Christy is writing out her question, the agreement between Canada Post and the union, Cup W, there's the tentative agreement is in place, and it will be going to a vote by its members in the next week or so. So I know there's 2 Christy M's. I was like, did you just change your profile picture? I love that. You're so close in number. Well, no, Christy M first one. So anyways, yeah, so we are very, very far away from the possibility of being in a strike position. We are out of strike position, basically. Christy M 2836S. I had someone from Canada order from me, and when my label printed, they put that it was playing cards. That is their default. Yeah. That's their default in so many categories. What I used to do is just cross it out and write in what it was. But yeah, just send it. It's okay. Just send it. Yeah, I know, Christy. I would definitely send Whatnot support a message and just say, like, that makes no sense, but it's because they're basic. Yeah, it should be fine. It should be fine. Especially if you've got the packing slip in there. If you did ship it with the packing slip with the description on it, then it should be fine. But otherwise, it'll be fine in general. Unless it was worth like $1,000 or something, then it'll get opened up and looked through and all that. But Canadians have been used to paying taxes and duties on things that they buy from the United States, because we've always had to pay taxes and duties on it. It's the other way around, that US customers aren't used to paying that when they buy stuff from Canada. So you should be fine. Thanks for coming in and asking. Mimic says, I have a few trays of costume rings I need to pick up on the weekend and brooches. Ooh, follow Mimics if you like jewelry and gems. Um, Debbie liking this says, I sell everything, liquidity or downsizing my home, Ray Dunn reseller. I love that. Antique, vintage, and handmade items. Bookmark and follow Debbie liking this. Duchess Vintage, I'm a vintage clothing seller from Montreal, having a quick show this evening at 5 p.m. with lots of $5 starts on vintage gems. Ooh, I love it. I love it. Everyone check out Duchess Vintage. Um, seeing the yeah, $20 plus. It just depends. It depends now. I have a feeling that we're about to go into another trade fun. So Christy, once the USPS label will have a Canadian number on it. So once it crosses the border, it will still be trackable through Whatnot system. It will just the USPS will give you the information that they have from Canada Post, and there might be a link that you can then go to Canada Post website, but it'll all still be trackable. Yeah. Hey, Kitten Lady Rescue, what's up? Yeah, it's the same tracking number. It's just it'll be on USPS's system and then it'll be on Canada Post system once they get it. Patches of Time. I am a vintage antique seller, very cottage core, lots of china. Next show is Monday at 2 p.m. Central Time. Everyone go check out Patches of Time. You're going through stuff on the porch from the tornadoes still. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Kin Lady Rescue. Um, that is scary. That is scary, scary stuff. Okay. Last call for any questions or to share your shows. Is anything still running in the flash sale? I should check and see. It should show. Looks like everything's done in the flash sale. Yeah, looks like everything's done. Okay, good. All right. Great. North Treasure. I love your little logo. That's a great logo. I still wish I could pin a tag and a longer comment. I know. Um, it's I think they'll fix that eventually. Shop with Danny says it's cold out there, so I'm selling coats, scarves, and boots coming up this Wednesday. Brilliant! Everyone, check out Shop with Danny. Okay. That's it for me. Last call for any questions. Otherwise, we will find someone to raid. I will ask the system to find someone to raid. Let's see. But feel free to ask your questions because that's what we're here for. Thrifting with ADHD is on again. Shanimation's on with Labubu. Thriftworks, you okay. So we will go into Leah. Vintage variety with Leah. She's on. I'm catching up here. 17 track. Oh, 17 track is a website where you can track it all. That's a great idea. I'm looking forward to spring, says Mia Vita. I hate the winter, so I'm doing a plus size clothing for spring and summer show. I love that. Everybody start buying. Hey, Peacock. Okay, so last call. We're gonna go into Leah. Everybody spam Leah with tons of emojis. So she can't see anything except for emojis. And I will see you tomorrow. We are going to be doing books. I'm going to sell books, and more books. Hopefully, a lot of books. And then at 2 p.m. we're going to raid into Whatnot Sellers. So I'm going to sell as much as I can in 4 hours, and then we're going to raid into Whatnot Sellers. So love you. Thank you, Millicent. Love you, everyone. Here we go.